So I'm Pierluigi Vinciguerra, and as I mentioned before, I'm the founder of the Web Scraping Club, which is a weekly newsletter started in 2022. I'm also co-founded some companies in the web scraping fields from 2013. And as you can see from my gray hair, I have been in the space even before that, the date. So I'm from Italy, and expect me to wave out with my hand and scream randomly. But what I've seen in my career was that even before joining the web scraping companies, I've never seen a knowledge base that was updated or a documentation that was updated after the day 2 of the start of a project. You know, technical docs are written once and then forget. So projects, especially in the web scraping field, but not only, are moving fast. There are a lot of fixes, a lot of new features, a lot of changes that needed to be made during the past during the months following the kickstart. And especially, as I said, in the scraping field, we have a website that change behavior from one day to another. And this means that if you don't have a correct technical documentation, you have developers that are running in circles, creating the same structure every day. They use the same tools to understand, then they didn't work. So every new scraper, scraping professional rebuilds the same knowledge from scratch. So nobody has time to write what works and what not. And nobody reads if someone writes it, because it's never updated. So how to fix that, I don't know, but that's what I'm working on. So both for the Web Scraping Club and my company, I started with this project, which is a knowledge base that is created by LLM. What does it mean? We have some script that read the web and automatically read my articles, the vendor blogs, Hacker News, GitHub repositories that are relevant for scraping, and then create LLM-created wiki plus a RAG vector database where to store the information and to be retrieved in a later stage. And then, of course, for internal documentation, we have documentation, of course, Slack messages, PR commits on GitHub, all again in a local RAG. How does it work, the public wiki part? As I said, there's a script that reads all relevant blogs, articles, and whatever, using tools like ScrapeGraph AI, we'll see later, or other tools that creates markdown from HTML. Then the markdown files are classified, are indexed, linked between each other, all using a local LM on my machine. This creates a self-improving wiki that can be read further. We'll see how. We'll see later how. And also the content, as I said before, is stored on a local vector database. This is the work in progress part of the presentation. I started with submitting to a local RAG the internal documents. Then I will move also with GitHub repositories, code, relevant Slack messages. So when the scraping team wants to ask why the scraper did break, let's say 2 years ago or 6 months ago, we have a timeline of what happened and how it was fixed. So we mentioned markdown files, RAG, local vector database. This is the data layer of this knowledge base. But of course, this can be queried with different tools. As an example, I use Obsidian to navigate this wiki. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Obsidian, but it's a very nice UI to have a look at knowledge bases. Or you can use a ChatGPT style-like chat. You can use natural language to query your RAG database, get answers, or with OpenClaw or other tools, so you can interact with this knowledge base via Telegram or Slack or whatever. And of course, you can create plugins and skill for Cursor or any other tools you are using in development. Last slide. Yes, this is what I did. And on this slide, you see what helped me in building this documentation. I start a few weeks after I started with this project. Karpati shared with the internet how to create mental models behind how to create LLM-based wikis. It was the definition of something I had in mind, and it helped me define better what I was building. Then also the founder of Obsidian helped release some skills to format better the markdown files and to be consistent with the Obsidian format. And last but not least, this is my repository on the Web Scraping Club company. It's called Scraping Wiki, and it's the final result of this work. So doing this, I found out that the human time is shifting from writing the documentation to fine-tune the ingestion of the data that enters in the documentation and refining the process every day. After, when you see that something doesn't work, you can refine and iterate each day. That's it. Thank you.